What's up, YouTube? Teale's Garage. We got a new project we're going to be starting, and I'll show you what it is. 1973 Plymouth Roadrunner, and this was in fact a 340 automatic. And I'll give you a little tour around the car. Got a little bit of rust to do there in the fender, little spot in the door, another little spot in the door, little spot there in the quarter in the front. Also lower quarter patch there. Just trying to walk easy on the ground. It's slick but crunchy at the same time. Great northeast, gotta love it. But overall a very solid car. Somebody has patched all that goober in there. I mean, it's kind of the same thing what I'm gonna do, but just a little different, a little better, no overlapping. Just make a better repair. And then there's a little bit down in that corner. Somebody put a rocker patch on it. They overlaid it, so I got to cut that off, see what's going on. But give you a look underneath the power bulge hood scoop, or yeah, I guess that's what it would be, power bulge scoop, power bulge hood, whatever you want to call it. And our aprons are nice. A little bit of punkiness right there, but not bad. Not bad for a 1973 that's lived all its life in the Northeast. And New York is where I mean, that's pretty good. This car is pretty solid for being, I believe, a New York car all of its life. And if you know anything about New York, they love to salt the roads. So, unfortunately, I don't have the 340 at all. I don't have the automatic, but I have in the Mopar shed where all the parts are hidden. But in there I got a couple different drive lines, and figure that out when the time comes. Is a 8 3/4 rear, disc brake front, came with the wheels. I'm in the air with the wheels, kind of gives it a pro touring look, and they're 16-inch, so they're kind of goofy to find tires for. But I'll give you a quick tour of the inside. But floors are decent in it. There's a bunch of crap in here, but that is a factory slap shift deal. Basically push it down in one, or pull it back into one, and you just push it forward, kind of like a ratchet shifter or B&M Quicksilver type deal. But need some cleaning. Seats are decent. These ain't the right ones, but they'll be good enough for who it's for. And I'll give you a quick tour of the trunk. So over here, the floor's been cut out. As you can see, that's a leaf spring. Needs a patch. They were going to patch it with this. This isn't terrible, but I'll make something new. Well, let me get you actually watching it. But this, the patch goes quite far, not quite far, probably 12 inches by probably 20 inches comes across. Needs a small floor patch. Needs this trunk drop off and/or extension, wherever you're from in the world. People call it different stuff, but basically this needs to be welded in there, which is nice. The car came with it, so when the quarter gets cut out for a better patch, we'll throw that in there. And then as you can see, daylight. But the trunk overall, other than that small spot, is actually really nice. I just got to clean the crap out of here and I can show it. But then it's got some of this punkiness going on down through the drip edge that I'll clean up. Nice thing is the trunk overlays it, so you're not going to see it. Same thing with the trunk lid, needs a little bit of rust repair. Nothing crazy, but does need to be repaired. And then driver's side. So I'll get all this crap cleaned out of it and I'll pick up from there. Alright YouTube, we're back. As you can see, there's a bunch of parts that were in the trunk. Like I said, console, trim piece. I am missing the little lock button. I have to find one of them. But here's extra goodies that was in the car, and the rest of the lug nuts. But I'll show you the trunk area better. But like I said, trunk is in actually pretty good shape, really, for the year of the car and where it's lived all of its life, if I am right about it being a New York car. But it could have been a Southern car brought up here, I'm not sure, but I don't know a whole lot of its history. But as you can see, about that big of a patch needs to be done, but not bad. It's actually a shame that this rotted the way it did, because honestly, looking at down in there, it's not that, don't look that bad. It could have been patched underneath or just left alone for a while just to get the car going, because I'm not going crazy with this car. Just want to get it running, driving, try to get it done for the summer. Got a lot to do, short amount of time. It is March. I would like to drive it. I don't want to say any dates, but I would like to drive it this summer, even if it's the end of the summer into the fall. Got the interior more cleaned out. I forgot the seat is bolted all the way down. I can't get the carpet up more, but I mean the floors are really nice in this car. And if you're looking for a project, I mean, the more better the bones are, the better. And I'm not into this car for a whole lot of money. And when I have it in the garage and up on jack stands, I'll show more. But from what I could tell, all the ball joints have been done, tie rod ends, shocks. It's got air shocks in the back. They probably leak, so I'll have to change them at some point if they don't hold air. But I'll just get a airline kit for them just to see. And then it's got silly stuff like the door panel is missing. I think there's a trim piece that holds this down. So the other side, they put screws in it, which kind of sucks because they put holes in the panel, which, not that these are perfect, but good say hot rodding around. You know, this isn't going to be a drag car. It's not going to be a pro touring car. It's not going to be nothing but just a cool old muscle car. Drive around town with, drive back and forth to work. Go to a couple car shows in it. Excuse me. Really just get her from sitting for however long it's been sitting, and just make it run and drive and have a life again. And as you can see, this is a pile of garbage I gotta throw away. but I'm thinking this trunk pan, nice thing is this side's good, so I'll get a new piece. The reason I saved that is because somebody already kind of fit it for a patch right here, as you can tell, so it's a good template. Or I can make a new template out of cardboard, but I have a buddy with a bead roller, so I figured I'd make a patch, bead roll a couple of the marks into it just to try to make it as nice as possible. Or I'm gonna buy a bead roller just so I have it, and make that patch, put the trunk pan extension in just like I had already mentioned, make my quarter patches, and go from there. But I just figured I'd give a quick little update on that, and then I don't know, go from there. I'm just not too sure if I'm going to get it in the garage tonight or if that's going to be a tomorrow night project. And I don't know how long I want to make the first video on the car. I don't know how in depth I want to go with the first video on the car. I think this would be a good introduction with what I got filmed right now of the car. But we'll get rid of the crap off of it, get it all put into the storage unit, and go from there. And I may end the video here, I may not. It depends on what else I may find. Try not to ramble too much. But oh, here's another good pointer for somebody trying to get into a project car, but like all the brakes have been done, brake lines, gas lines, they've all, well, let me get you back in focus here. I'm going to the moon. But there is a couple things I noticed that it needs underneath, like the K-frame bushings in this era car. If you don't know, or if you don't know anything about Mopar, they have a bolt-in subframe that they call a K-frame, and in 73 they iterated isolated K-frame, so it has those bushings. Try to see if I can't zoom you in, but those bushings, as you can see, well, their life has gone up and gone. So even that one back there, they're pretty cruddy. So I gonna replace them when the K-frame comes out. Like I said, just wanted to get a little introduction to the car for the channel. And I do know right from the get-go the wiring in the dash is no good, but I have more new wiring for it. Well, new used wiring, let me be more clear on that. It's another dash that has all the wiring that's good. So I gotta replace the windshield anyway. If you noticed in the video walking around the car earlier, it's broken. I have a good windshield. I got another dash with good wiring. I got some under hood wiring right here. Don't look too butchered. I have to go through it, but well, I don't know. I might have to track down another under hood wiring harness, just because I don't know the shape of that one. Yeah, and it's just gonna be one step at a time until it's done and we can drive it around. And I have many other projects that I'm going to bring onto the channel, but I will say, and I'll try to hold to, we're going to do one project at a time and one video at a time, and it may not be you know, every week or every other day or anything like that type of upload. It's going to be when I have time from work and life that I can work on them, make videos. But I think we might just end everything right here, and you know, do like, subscribe, all that stuff, and look forward to more videos of the 73 Chargers, Jesus, the 73 Roadrunner. And I'm gonna get this crap put away, and we'll see you on the next one.